Okay, guys, everybody send hearts to Ney and Yemin, please. Everybody, you can send hearts to them or applause for them or make hearts to them, please. First of all, congratulations, all of you, Yemin and Ney.
Thanks,
Actually,
sir.
I talk with you.
Yeah.
First, Ney is passed, and also Ney share experience with Yemin, right? You speak each other, right? Before Yemin
Yes.
exam.
We did speak each other
Good, good.
before I take the exam. Then I give a text to Ney, and then she called me. Then we talk
Okay.
about, and then she explained me, and then she passed some very valuable experience to me. You know.
Useful. She shared everything. It was
It's
useful or not?
really useful. Yes.
She didn't hide anything, right?
No, she didn't hide anything.
She's good girl. Then good girl. Okay, guys, I will speak with them. I will ask them some questions. Also, you can ask them. Uh, for example, Ney, it was
Yes.
long journey. It was long journey. You start PMP, and of course, you know some benefits of this PMP certification, and you study very hard.
Yes.
What you can tell other candidates? What you can tell? How did you prepare? What do you suggest them for the exam? Before exam and after exam? You can speak, you can
Okay.
tell anything to them.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it. For me personally, like actually it's been 1 year like before I take an exam. As you know, like study attempt from the preparation class to enter the first tracking class. It's been 1 year for me. But actually the from my point of view is the consistency is really important because during this 1 years I have heard so many things like I have a new projects. I really don't have time to study, but actually only 2 months I'm really into it and really study it after that I passed the exam. But of course all of your coachings, that's it, I credit to you, sir. All the I credit to you. Without you, I cannot pass the exam. That's for sure. Because
This is important things here. You focus. If you don't focus, my support nothing.
yeah, that's also yes,
It's
correct.
honestly speaking, if you don't study 2 months full focus, my support is nothing. That's why don't say kind things to me because 99% it is your success. If you don't study and focus 2 months, it was difficult, according to me.
But sirs, like because I really want to give a credit to you because the thing is like before I have her coaching with you, I am a foolish girl, so I willing to take a risk. You as you know that like sir, I will say that isn't whether pass or fail, it doesn't matter for me. I will do it. I will do it, whatever it is. But actually, when I have a discussion with you, I got so many idea, and you just show the like how should I prepare before I set the exam. And also another thing is I really appreciate for the first tracking class. It's really important for me, and it's made me feel like all of my 50% of success rate is based on that first tracking class. Because after I attend the class, and then like so some of the like situational question I just know that how to approach to the good answer or the bad answer, because before that I just choose that. But because like as you mentioned always like we have two answer, good answer and bad answer. I am the one who always choose the good answer, but so because of that one I don't get a score obviously. So after I attend the first tracking class, I know that which one should I choose, even though it is not a 100% correct, but I know that how should I choose and which one is the suitable one for this question. So after that, yes, of course, I also really focus on my studying. and also like I did a hard mode exam, full mode exam, and I coaching with you. After that, I know that I also can feel that I can somehow I can pass the exam. I also believe for myself, and I just okay, do it. That's it. That's it for me.
Very, very good. So, lessons learned from your experience, good
Yeah,
lessons and bad lessons.
yeah,
For example, good lessons, as I understood, you focus 2 months and you
yeah,
take some risk, you sit the exam. 2 months you focus, you sit the exam. This is, I think, good lessons. Bad lessons, uh, you postpone your studies
yeah,
because of busy schedule, your work
yeah.
schedule.
I am a procrastinator
Uh,
person, so every time
yes.
postpone.
Okay. This is the bad lessons. Any good or bad lesson you wanna add something?
Actually, I want to add the decisive decision, because if you really want to sit there exam, just do it. Don't think about the pass or fail. That's the second case. I'm like, just go and sit the exam first, and then you will know the result later. But don't focus on the later case. Just go and sit the exam first. That's what I did.
I did same in my program management PGMP certification. Difficult certification PGMP. I did the same like you. I couldn't study hard,
Yeah,
but limited time I decided to sit exam and pass the exam. Sometimes we need to take some risk. If risk is
yeah, yes,
acceptable, we should take this risk.
yes. That's
Very good.
totally correct, sir.
Very good.
I also
Thank you.
take the risk. Like, do you remember, sir, like the first time when we do the coaching, you say like, I have a chance or 70% pass, but 30% it's the pen. Maybe whether I can fail as well. But after that, okay, I also focus on my study during the 1.5 month duration, but my percentage of the parts like scoring passes up to around 80, let's say 80. So 80-20, it's like I 80-20 for me, when I also willing to take the risk, so I just take it. So for me, if you really want to sit the exam, just do it. Think about the result later.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Let's listen a little bit, Yemin. Yemin, you recently, after Ney, uh, you passed the exam. You are in Singapore. You took the exam in Singapore, right? Yemin?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You took exam in Singapore. Ney, you took the exam, PMI Exam Center, Pearson View in Thailand, right?
Yes,
Bangkok, right?
yes.
Bangkok.
In Bangkok, yes, sir.
Bangkok, and I remember this date we couldn't meet because something's happened. Because when you come Bangkok, I remember we couldn't meet because you another city
Yeah,
in Thailand.
there's like we don't I don't have I really want to sit the exam on April, but unfortunately there is no available slot, so I have to
Yeah.
postpone until sorry, May, until May.
How is test centers? Both of you is okay? Singapore and Thailand test centers. Any problem? Any issue?
For me, so far no, also good.
Is it good? Silent place, and they know the process. They check. Security is high. They control your ID, everything. High security and a comfortable place for sitting exam.
For me, it's I don't see any difficulty during my exam time, and also I don't feel any noises, and like also good for me, also good.
No mosquito bites because
No
my
more no mosquitoes there.
my
Like it's
my
really clean.
PGMP exam Pearson V test center. There was a one mosquito. I tried to kill it, but throughout 4 hours, 4 hours, I with together with mosquito.
Uh,
Very big distraction. Very big distraction it was. Okay. What about Yemin? Your
Um,
your exam recently, actually, your good and bad experiences, lessons learned, how you can say about those good lessons, bad lessons?
Okay. First of all, the exam center in Singapore is very quiet, and the environment is really cool because the aircon system is quite the setting. They set the aircon system quite high. So if those who have planning to take exam in Singapore, better bring along your jacket or your coat. The room is quite small. There are a few candidates involving in this test center. However, they are provided the earplug, so you can use the earplug to protect unnecessary noise from the from the other candidates. And the next thing is how can I say there is a break in between the exam, right? There's a 10-minute break. You should definitely take this exam. I noticed some of the candidate, right? They didn't take the exam. They didn't take the break. Then they just continually answer the question. But for me, try to take advantage of this break time. Once we are trying to answer the question one after another, it is a bit dry. You become very dark and you're feeling very bored. So it is good to take advantage of 10-minute breaks during the interval. So no matter what you don't want to break, no matter if you don't want to take a break, you better go and take a break. It is a must for every candidate. If not, it will keep refreshing your minds and your attention. So that after that you can get a better way of thinking, better vision, and etc. And then the next thing I want to emphasize is this fast track course. I mean, I want to share the rest of the aspirants that please don't underestimate this class. Because for me personally, before taking the fast track, I find it very difficult to get very, pass score in Moodle, like 15 or 16 points. I only got it. After joining fast track course, right, I will be able to get a passing score. This course is especially, I feel like it's not to getting a high score in this training, in this course. It's for you how to approach the questions, and then for you how to judge the scenario, how to judge the situation, so that each and every one or every candidate became familiar with the questions going to be faced in the exam. And the next thing is like is your consistency. Sometimes if you take exercise and then you don't take, it is better try not to do in this way. I mean, try to be consistent when you have a planning to take an exam. That's my suggestion.
Okay. How long does it take your exam after course? Is it around 6 months, 7 months, or within 1 year? I think you clear within 1 year also, right?
Yes. I joined the batch 65 in last August. I joined it, and
Okay,
then
good.
after that I plan to take an exam once finish the course. But
Within 1 year is good. Within 1 year, very
yeah,
good, because
but then
you are all professional. You are working, busy. You are working, busy. So within 1 year is good.
then I try to postpone a lot. Even though I finished the course, my course batch 65, I try to postpone here, there, and then after joining the fast track course, then I feel like I feel more confident. The next thing I want to highlight is don't try to put yourself into the same situation as by your current working environment. I mean, don't try. Okay, the PMP, they have their own way of approaching the situational question, right? But you don't put yourself into the situation. For example, I'm from a construction background, so every time when I face a question, I try to visualize myself from a construction experience, which is not very relevant to the PMP question. So try not to put yourself into your own situation and then try to answer this question. So the main essence of this first track is for you to learn the way how Mr. Sarkan approached the questions, the way how PMP is addressing the situation, something like this.
Okay, great things. Thank you so much. Actually, guys, you can ask any question to Yemin or Nate. This session organized for you who will sit the exam. Neo, Rosie, May, Tinzar. You can ask your questions, any question. Preparation.
Before asking, I just note down some of the questions that I faced during the exam, which was also highlighted by Nate when I have a discussion with her. You know, the test driven and behavior driven. This question definitely asked.
Task driven.
Really? Oh, I'm really glad for you. Really.
They are giving
What question?
they are
Task
giving
driven.
they are giving
What
one
was-
scenario, then they
Okay.
ask you to choose whether it is a test driven or behavior driven, something like this. But the answer is a behavior driven. I know.
Task or test?
Test
Driven.
driven or behavior driven.
Okay. Behavioral. Okay.
Right. And then the next is there is no calculation at all. Right? It's quite weird. It's,
There is no EAC, BAC
no,
calculation.
no.
No,
There
sir.
is
SPI, CPI, no?
No.
there is no very complicated or there is no complex calculation like what is EAC, what is BAC. No, they will simply ask like the CPI less than one. Sorry, greater than one. Is the project
Okay.
is on schedule or off schedule? It's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very basic.
What about TCPI? Both
No,
I'm
sir.
asking.
No, not at all. Not at all, sir. No.
TCPI to complete TCPI to complete performance.
Performance index.
No, they didn't
No.
ask.
No, sir, not at all.
No.
EAC, VAC, I don't see any of those kinds of questions. They just only ask the aspirant CPI, SV, CV. That's it. But you don't need to use it. For me personally, I even don't need to use the calculator. They're just asking the simple question. So for the calculation, I don't think that it is really a big deal. But another thing I would like to add on, Ago, you mean discussion, like there is a test driven and behavior driven deployment, so TDD and BDD. Actually, we did not notate that two questions, but in reality, I mean in real exam they put it that one. For me, they are asking like TDD and BDD and also FDD, and there's another one I forgot. There's four one we need to drop and drop. There they also putting the similar answer. They're like a matching that, but for us like drop and drop. So for me, I have those questions, so that's why I just share to the next one. I mean, like I just share to the email, because it's not so obvious, like even in real full mode exam, we don't see those kinds of so much question regarding about the BDD, TDD, FDD, but in real exam we have it. That's why I just noted it and I just share to the email.
Yeah, BDD, FDD, but one question, not 2-3 questions. They will
Actually,
not ask.
no, or just only one for me.
Yes, one, because yeah, that's why actually this BDD, FDD, acceptance test driven, such kind of approach in mock exams and quiz exams. When students asking, I am explaining some students, but course content we don't put a lot of contents. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
What about contract types, procurement, like cost reimbursable contracts, like agile contracts, any details, technical incentive calculation, contract calculation? Do you remember any contract procurement related questions? Both of you? You
For
don't
me,
remember,
it's
I guess.
time some material. I just, if I'm not wrong, just time some material conference. That's what they asked. Maybe I forgot.
But I guess most of the questions people related, right? Situation related. Like,
Yes, right, sir.
for
For me,
example,
totally right.
team performance not good, like
Yes.
new member is leaving, another member is coming, or such kind of scenario and situations, right? Some of vendor performance not good, project will be close, what would you do? Like situational mostly, right? People, mostly relational, right? What you think? Relations, people.
For me, I feel like, for example, the stakeholder miss out the information.
Mm,
The stakeholder, he is complaining that he never received the information and changes something like this. And then what should PM do? He should consult with the stakeholder engagement, or he should consult with the communication management plan, or something like this. They are MCQ, but definitely the answer is communication management. Something like this. And then the next question I faced was like, one of the team member will take a urgent leave. His tax is on the critical part. Then what should PM do?
mm,
The answer is like replace the team member and then ask for the Asia for additional resource. And then next is like the PM have to do some job shadowing, something like this. The answer should be like a job shadowing, but for me, I choose a job shadowing. And then the question like fast tracking and crashing have to know that, one, the CPI is greater than 1, the schedule is behind. What should we do? Is it a fast tracking or crashing? What should PM do? Something like that.
mm,
And there are some risk analysis, very, very, very basic question. Like the scenario is like there is a risk. I mean, there is a risk. Then the PM should go and hire a insurance company. What kind of risk implementation is this? It's like transfer, accept, or mitigate, something like that. It's very, very, for me, the time is quite very straightforward. And then some other question like a change control board. Then one of the client representative is asking you to add additional feature to the product. Then what should PM do? Then the question, the MCQ are like, we should consult with the change control board. We should straight away implement the changes, something like this kind of question. And then like they are asking whether issue log or risk register. Yes, correct. There are some. Oh, I faced one question for the contract, like whether you should choose time and material or fixed price incentive fee, something like that. The next is MVP, like minimum viable products. The client, they want to do they want to launch the product because of their competitor. So what should PM do? Something like that. And then there are some questions related to the lesson learned register. What should we do when it comes to the discussion for the past mistake or something like that? I think
okay.
that's all that I can recall.
Okay. Anything else, Ney, you remember? Of course, I think you forget a lot of questions, but any questions remember? Of course, not exactly. You cannot remember.
For me, if I'm not wrong, like I mostly answer, like I mostly take the question. I didn't situational question, I think. But like as you mentioned, like how should PN do? What can PN do? Like those kinds of similar questions. Like I if I'm not wrong, it's a situational question because I don't see so many calculation and I also don't see the like so many contract. But I just want to highlight for the risk management because like in that areas like we have opportunity and threat, right? So for this one we have accept like we have a like 5 step for the opportunity and 5 step for threat. So they really ask in the real exam, like mostly mitigate, accept, and yeah, transfer. If I'm not wrong, but I don't remember exactly. Sorry about it.
Okay, good, good.
One more thing, sir. Tukma model, they will definitely ask.
Lukman
Is it a
also.
forming,
Lukman, they,
forming, norming, storming? But the question in the model is a bit difficult, but in the PMP exam, it is quite straightforward. You can, once you read the question and then you definitely know the answer. I can say that.
good, good. Okay,
And
guys.
then
Yes,
one more
yes,
thing,
please.
I got record down. I got release. One more thing is like a band down chart or band up chart. The client want to see the progress, want to see the project progress about the completed work. Then what should BM refer? But in the Moodle, right, you are asking you to choose band down chart, band up chart, histogram, and so on. So you are a bit complicated whether you should choose band up or band down. But in the exam, right, it's very straightforward. He will only ask you, is it a band up chart, histogram, graph, or project charter? Very, very simple and easy, right? You should simply choose band up chart.
Okay.
I have a question to Nick. Sorry. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
For your 2 month study, how many hours per week do you study? Like normally,
How many
For
hours
example,
per day?
per week, for
Ready?
example, last 2 months, for example, Nate, last 2 months, you study hard. How many days last 2 months, every week you spend? 2 evening, one weekend,
I
you
see.
remember?
Yeah, I remember, sir. Like, before I take an exam, the last 2 months, I really focus on my study around 2 hours per day. I don't take too long because it's make me feel dull and I'm not interested in anymore after 2 hours later. So for me, I set the time 2 hours per day. Like for the weekend, like 4 hours per day. Yeah, that's all I did. And but the other thing is like, sir, do you remember like you also recommend me to study not study, sorry, to just to have a look for the glossary. You remember you told me to
Yes.
need yeah, that's really helpful for me because like during the like mini mock or full mock, so sometimes I just okay tick my reviews because I don't remember whether I want to check or not. So even though the answer is correct, at that time I have a confusion. So I'm like I take my review and after that I just go back and have a look. And if something is not clear, even I saw the explanation, sometimes I'm not quite clear. So at that time I just back to the glossary. So it's really helpful. I sorry, I forgot to highlight this one. Yeah.
Okay,
So
glossary,
glossary
very
is
good.
really helpful.
Glossary file, very helpful, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. What about Yemin? Teens are asked how long you study per week.
For me, I just did one self-study quiz or just self-study quiz per day. Like I just sit for the one self-study quiz a day. Like after I sit for the quiz, then I just review those I did it wrong. That's it only. And then for the weekend, right, I try to especially when it close to the exam day, I just try for the actual mock-up. It's a full mock-up. I try to did some mini mocks on the weekend, but for the full mock, when it comes to the very near to the exam, I just did the full mock.
How many mini mocks per weekends you did?
One mini mock, one mini quiz per day. I try to did one mini.
What about mini mocks? One mini mocks? One mini mocks per day, not quiz. Mini mocks per day or
Oh, mini mock. I try to did 2 mini mock per week, especially on
weekend.
Saturday and Sunday.
weekends. Okay. Okay, good. Very good.
Thank you for the tips. Thank you.
I'm also taking notes and WhatsApp I am sharing with you guys. I am also writing WhatsApp these questions and sharing with you. Okay, very good. Any questions you can ask? Exam center, other experience. Guys, you are free to ask.
Yes, feel free to ask us.
I just want to ask, what's the most challenging chapter for you to tackle in the exam?
So can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
lady first,
Thank
lady
you.
first, lady first.
Okay, thank you. For me personally, the most challenging part is like the consistency, because like if you're not working is fine. If you have a job or if you have like so many things like apart from the studying, so it's really difficult for you like to focus on the studying. But just think about that, like if you really want to take the PMP exam, don't think too much, just go for it. Just like think about like, okay, I can do it, that's it. Because for me, uh it's been 1 years I plan to take the exam, but somehow it didn't work out. But finally I make a decision. It just only take 2 months, not even 2 months, sorry, just around 2 months, for studying. And then I just go for it, and then I passed the exam. So if you really want to sit, just do it. That's my suggestion. And like after that, you will get the result. What like all your effort will come back to you as a good result. That's my suggestion, and that's what I did.
Okay, Yemin, which subject more challenging for you in the lessons?
For me, there is two parts. The first part is the agile section is the most challenging for me, because I'm really unfamiliar with agile, because I am coming from a construction background. So in terms of the software development, product development, I am not used to this kind of terms and condition. What are the situation called for? So for me, it takes some time to get familiar with agile terms and agile lessons. The second part is I always try to put myself into my construction experience and my background information into this exam question. It's like the PMI question always call for never raise up or never bring up to the higher management. But in my construction background, right, anything happen, I straight away bring my higher management attention. This is the very different scenario. That's why for me, I find it quite difficult to reflect my own scenario into the PMP question.
Thank you so much for your sharing. I think it's very useful. Yes.
Well,
Also, I have another question. Sorry, is it too much?
Yes.
Okay. Other than just glossary, and of course, you also trying to take a lot of mini mock, and you also have the consultation with Saya. But in the meantime, do you also refer to any of the books or the textbook that Saya also put it in the Moodle?
Yeah, good question. Any other sources did you use? Any other? You can share. It is okay. Any other sources do you suggest? Anybody? Welcome. Or
For
only,
me,
for example, PMI materials, our course notes and our model learn LMS questions, or did you use other sources?
well, to be honest, I did not use the others resources, because like if you, that is my personal speaking. This, like, if you use too much of resources, like sometimes you just blood and you don't know which one you should really focus on. So that's why I did not. For me, I did not like use the other resources, but I really how can I say? I really take the mini mock I really seek the ASIN, mini more ASIN and full more ASIN, and also sometimes like the quizzes. Even you like, let's say like one time you already finished, but it's okay. But I just go for it. I mean like I just sit the second time, because sometimes like you forgot. I don't mean to memorize the answer. Like sometimes, I don't remember, or sometimes I'm not familiar with that question, or sometimes I don't understand. For those kinds of situation, I just back to the quizzes, and I just sit the exam. No, not exam, sorry, I just take the quizzes and minimal. But personally, I did not take any resources other than LMS, to be honest.
Yamin, please. Do you
For
have any
me as well, no. I just try to study all the lesson and quizzes from Muda. And then if anything I want to refer back, I just refer back some of the lessons sharing in the Moodle. That's it. I didn't study any other documents or any other lessons.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Rosie,
Because
any
yeah, because Saya also actually have a few recommendation books and some of them materials in the Moodle as well. So I just
actually,
wanna
yeah, these resources, yeah, too much extra resources.
okay.
My suggestion also, there are some famous bestsellers, coaches, but we are PMI company. That's why we are showing PMI questions, cloned questions.
Okay.
So other sources, okay, good, but as I said to you, this is not coach. This is not coach success. This is not resource source success. This is everything here in your head. If you decide, you are succeeding, you are achieving.
Okay.
And
Thank you. So,
coach should motivate you. This is important. Coach should answer your questions, one-on-one coaching sessions, motivate you also, coaching, mentoring, this kind of things. But everything in your head, and you have enough sources because we have PMI sources, PMI materials.
okay. Got it. Thank you.
Any question, exam
Yes.
related? Yes, May, please.
So did you use any while taking the exam, did you highlight like Saya was doing during these fast track classes, like, or do you just read and answer the questions and answer straight away?
Oh, I see. I got what you mean. Sir told us like read this and read the question first and go to the paragraphs and then check the
Yeah,
multiple choice.
take the keywords and stuff like that, right?
I did.
Mm.
I did.
All right. So
Did you use this technique?
I did that technique because like sometimes like, because okay, of course we are human beings, right? We have our anxiety and like anxious during the exam. So at that time, I just okay, have a look the paragraph and question. I just like scanning which one can be the keyword, and then like when I found the keyword, I just okay, if I cannot have an exact answer, I just go for it. So it's really helpful. That's my OA experience. It's really helpful. I also did the same thing. Read the question first and then go to the second paragraph. Go to the paragraphs and then read the multiple choice, and then I choose it.
okay.
Sister, for me, my recommendation is yes, correct. It is very useful to read the question first, and then you look for the keywords in the contest. But the next thing is always remember to use elimination method, because once you have passed through a lot of questions along the exam, right? Sometimes you feel like you forget to do a elimination method. This elimination method is really very useful, when it comes to facing and tackling the very complicated questions. So this elimination method is really how to say, it's a quick fix for everyone, you know.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you, May, for the question. Any question? Welcome. Others?
One more
You-
thing, right? In the exam center, we are provided with erasable writing pad, and the erasable marker. And then once I have it, my technique I use is I try to jot down all the formulas, because I thought before the exam, I thought there will be a lot of calculation. So reading through the glossary and then the summary, after that I try to memorize some of the formula, right? And then once I enter into the exam, once I receive the exam pad, then I write down some formulae that I remember, so that, you know, I won't miss it during the exam. This is one of the approach that I would like to recommend to everyone.
Good technique, like cheat sheet. It is allowed. It is
Yes,
allowed.
correct.
And when they give it to you, some markers, you can note it your formulas earlier. Yes, good technique. Because during exams, maybe exam stress, you forget it later. In the beginning, better to record them down. Good. Did you pay any fee to exam center? Free of charge, right? You didn't pay any service fee to Pearson VUE Test Center. Free, right?
It's a free of charge.
Yes.
Okay. And you use both of you use break time, right? 10 minutes,
Yes.
10 minutes.
I use my second break time like 15 minutes to eat exit.
Ah.
But luckily, I
Then
love
when you come back, you sit and you see the questions already started. Your timer
the
started, right?
question already started, the time start counting, but I wasted like 5 minutes. But luckily, I reserved 80 minutes for the last portion of the exam.
Okay.
And then another very funny incident I was facing was, once we finished the exam, the administrator is passing the passing score, the passing sheet, the passing score to everyone. Then actually she was printing out 2 paper of exam score, and then she put it on the table, and then I grabbed the very first paper, and then I see that we are very sorry to inform that you didn't make the score or something. Oh, then I was thinking, oh, I failed the exam, damn it. And then the administrator say, no, this is not your paper. Your one is the second one. Then I take it. Then I see that we are glad to inform. Oh, luckily I passed it.
Who was the unlucky person? Chinese or
The
Singaporean?
guy, yeah, there is another candidate sitting exam. So I think unfortunately he failed it.
Okay, where is he from? Singapore. Did you see him?
Singapore. Yes.
You
I
see,
think he's
okay.
from Myanmar, but I think because the time I was also a bit excited and anxious, so I didn't say hello to this guy. Then
Oh,
the first time I see the first paper, I was really shocked. Oh, then
okay. Very good for you. Yeah, very nice. Guys, any question? Girls, boys. But see, I bring you experienced people. My experience in 2005, very old. My experience. Their experience 2024. Better
it's
experience.
very fresh and very warm.
Very fresh, yes. In 2005, we don't have such kind of things, and I didn't sit exam recently. So please find and ask them any question.
My recommendation is, like, for me, right? Okay, today the fast track course is I didn't notice. But if let's say today the fast track course is like about people, if people, right, today I think you attend the course, after the course, and then the other day you go and try the quizzes related to the people. So it was like you are trying to enforce more and more information and try to warm up your knowledge gain in fast track as well as the quizzes.
Good advice. I am also suggesting that before coming class, fast track class, just repeat subject short term, shortly. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, repeat. Then come to classes with fresh knowledge is better. Okay, guys. Everybody send hearts to Ney and Yemin, please. Everybody, you can send hearts to them or applause for them or make hearts to them, please. Very professional. And Yemin, okay, we will meet. Okay, Ney, I can meet you in Bangkok. But
Yes, sir.
Yemin, how we will meet you? I think you will come Thailand someday, or we will meet Singapore to celebrate it.
Actually, when I was in Bangkok, I invited her to a dinner, but she didn't give me a face. She didn't.
Okay,
Actually, other
she
side I have
will-
a bit. Actually, I really want to come, but unfortunately I missed it. I'm really sorry for that one.
No problem, no problem. Maybe we'll meet up sometime.
Yeah.
Ney is a bit far away. Ney is not
Yes.
Bangkok.
Outskirts
No.
of Bangkok. Yes.
She's so sometimes difficulties. Last time also we couldn't meet with her. Last
Yeah.
time because she come and I am not available sometimes. But next time definitely, Yemin, when you come also, let's celebrate. Maybe Singapore when I come.
Okay, sir.
Definitely let's celebrate. I'm really proud of you, both of you, and thank you indeed. You share such kind of experience, very useful for others also. So thank you so much for joining this session, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ney, and thank you, Yamin, for very great tips.
Thank you,
We will
sis.
be
Yes, thank
we
you.
will we will
Thank
exam next 3
Don't
months.
worry, guys. You will sure pass the exam. I believe that you will sure pass it. So the next thing that you should do is go and buy the exam ticket and then straight away register for your exam.
Yeah, these guys also good, huh? This class, they are very good. All of them, I see. And also, most probably this year they will clear the exam. Most probably. Okay, Yemin Ney, you can leave. Thank you so much for your
Thank
very
you.
good time. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye all.
Bye bye.
Thank you.